Hello everyone watching on YouTube and welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. Let us load back up the game. Nearing the end of October. Coming up on the 6th deadline, the 6th palace. Right, we left off in the middle of the cultural festival and I played a lot of Tycoon last stream, didn't I? Yeah, that sounds right. So we're gonna be going into Akechi's panel and all that, which is gonna lead to some wild stuff. I've gotten our Sen up to level 45. Look at me go, keeping our Sen going strong. We finally started getting rank 10s last time because we maxed out Hifumi. I wanted her to be my first rank 10. And then we immediately did the sun and the moon. We did the stars, sun, and moon all one after another, which I find pretty funny. Miruki will put himself at 10 soon. We need to get Kasumi to 5. We should honestly rank her up the next time she's available, if she'll rank up off of it. And if she's not ready for rank up, we need to use Chihaya. But Kasumi we need to rank up because she and Akechi we need to max out soon, or get to their stop points soon. Akechi hasn't been available, but he will be when we start this next deadline. Futaba's at 6. I think we need to get Chihaya's request. We got the Wardens to 5. Not bad. We probably, if we can, today, want to get them to about 7. Oh, the next thing I need Dakaja for their next thing, don't I? And chat said with a fusion alarm, McCoy will give me the Dakaja card. So we're waiting for a fusion alarm, which will come up the next time we do a Palace or a Mementos. Definitely when we do Mementos. So next time we get a fusion alarm, we'll do more of the twins. If we get a fusion alarm today, I'd like to get them to 7. We should be able to max them out by the end of this deadline, or at least get close. Should be able to. I know we have to finish them during the next deadline, so that'll work out fine. Awai, we need rank 5 guts for Awai, that's right. I'm just kind of reminding myself. Kawakami and Takemi, we'll just max them out at our next earliest convenience. I don't remember if you have to max Kawakami before this next deadline ends, but you might need to? I don't remember. I don't remember if she has to be maxed, like, before November ends or not, but we'll max her out anyway, just to be certain. And then Oya and Shinya, we're just kind of working at them as we go. They'll get done as they do. Alright. I definitely want to get Yusuke on and Ryuji maxed out before we start hitting up this next palace so they get their evolved personas. Alright, we're looking really good on Confidants. We don't have Haru unlocked yet, but we will soon. And I think we will definitely be... Wait a minute, can I still do something tonight? I can still do something tonight. Do I need to buy more? Oh, our order is still on the way, okay. But definitely want to get a lot of Haru's Confidant done as soon as we unlock her. Do I have anything good to read? We just need guts at this point, don't we? Yeah, we just need guts and we don't have anything that's gonna give us guts. I guess we could make some coffee. May as well, right? Do something. You have to do the school portion of Kawakami before sending the next calling card, but you're done with that, so not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just safe to say let's max out Kawakami during this next deadline. Let's make sure that gets done. Oh, we're definitely gonna start the deadline today. It's not gonna take 4 more hours to get to the deadline.
Yes! All right.
Yes! The coffee doesn't taste like garbage. Let's go! It's so upsetting seeing that one stat still at 4, man. And I'm pretty sure we needed at 5 to get a wise request nail. This smoothness. There's no mistaking it. This is Hawaiian Kona.
Let me explain.
A Hawaiian treat, because of the rarity and price of Kona beans, a Kona blend only needs to contain 10% Kona beans. A 100% Kona coffee roast is quite expensive. Good Kona coffee is known to have a rich flavor, bright acidity, and complex aroma. Not bad, it's worth a compliment. There are a lot of things in life that won't go the way you want them to. There's nothing anyone can do about it. The real question is how you react in those situations. Will you run away and live with regret for the rest of your life, or will you face it head on? You're still young, you can have as many fresh starts as you want. Although I'm not really one to talk. Anyway, keep your chin up. I was just making coffee. Coffee, Daddy.
Well then.
Do you intend to show all the various endings? That requires loading back a bunch of save files or playing...
Well then, we will now begin today's panel.
That requires playing the game multiple times or doing a lot of like loading back save files and replaying stuff, especially to show the Persona 5 ending over the Persona 5 Royal ending. So no, absolutely not. That's a lot of extra work just to get to see like an ending that is like 10 minutes or something. You get to see pretty much the majority of everything just from doing the true ending route. The only thing you miss is like all of the bad endings, which the bad endings are all like fairly short. And then you miss the Persona 5 original ending, which is, I don't know, like 10 to 20 minutes. I actually, like, there are aspects of the... I'll probably talk about it when we get to the end of this playthrough, but there are aspects of the original Persona 5 ending that I like more than the royal version of the ending, but, you know.
Our guest of honor is Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
Imagine Akechi was just like, yeah, it was you. And Makoto just like stutters for a second. He's like, it was also Ryuji and Akira, and I have video evidence right here. Like, you're all getting arrested right now. Get pranked or whatever, except actually you're being arrested by the police. Haha.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
I love the audience is just like, play laugh track.
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders.
Dude, I'm telling you, we're not going to rehash this with Chad again because we spent like 30 minutes on it when we talked about this. But, you know, being able to alter someone's free will to a degree that's dangerous, man.
Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer. She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now, does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying, right? But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have.
Man, I would love it if Akechi was just like, well, you see, I was walking down this public access way with like 5,000 other people, and as I walked by this kid named Ryuji Sakamoto, he said, man, we're so cool as the Phantom Thieves, and then on to comic he said, like, yeah, our Phantom Thief work is great, followed by Makoto Nijima saying, like, hey guys, we shouldn't be too loud about being the Phantom Thieves, which we are talking about in a public space, and then I immediately had them arrested.
If you're so certain, then very well. I'd like to ask you then, who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
Well, like taking pictures of you guys doing stuff in public consistently?
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job.
Did Akechi plan someone calling him right there?
Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay?
Please don't troll. You will get banned from my accounts.
Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
More like 9.5.
What do you want to talk about? No.
It turns out you guys are morons!
That's gotta be shopped! I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too, yes?
Us too.
It's not just all of you. I am aware of that world too. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge. Dude, it's the nav. When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the Metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you.
You got us.
So you admit it then. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
He's built different, dude.
This cat. I swear it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the Metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable.
This moment right here makes me... I'm gonna just derail for a brief moment. Slight spoilers for someone who hasn't seen the game yet, but like, we know that, so, you know, if you don't want to hear about something that is gonna happen in the game in the next, like, it'll be like 8 hours in the game from now, give or take, then you might want to just mute for a second until I get off of this screen right here. But, the way that they end up figuring out all the shebang is the stupid pancake thing. And, like, Akechi plays this moment so insanely well about being surprised that Morgana can talk, looking surprised the second Morgana speaks, turning to him, being like, the cat, I swear that it could just talk, or whatever. And, his voice sounds so believable saying that. And it just makes me even angrier that the pancake thing is what they end up using, because they don't mention it at all. It's incredibly missable. It just makes no sense. It's still one of the things. I love Persona 5 Royal especially. My 4th favorite game of all time. This is one of the biggest grievances I have with the game, is that I don't have a problem with them, like, figuring out Akechi and, like, catching him or whatever in the long run, because that's gotta happen for the narrative and for the story to continue, and I like what it all leads to, him getting caught and all. But the way they have him get caught is just so... It's written in such a lame way, and it's so stupid. I just do not like it.
But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too, but I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the Metaverse, we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
I mean, you know, kinda. I mean, it's a deal because he's giving you a choice, you know?
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct.
I mean, he could just bypass the whole blackmailing part and be like, well, I'm just gonna turn it in because I'm a detective working on the side of justice and I think you're criminals, you know?
The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case.
They could jump him? What, like right now? In this heavily populated school that is waiting for Akechi to walk back on stage, they could, what? Become the murderers that they don't want to be and kill Akechi here and get insanely caught for it? Like, what?
They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though!
Yeah, that's the whole make it up part that he was talking about on.
And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught, and it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
I mean, it does make sense. It's the wrong thing for the police to do, but the thought process all adds up to me.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
Oh, man. This is gonna take a little bit of time. I gotta think about this. Let me think it over.
I see. I don't think it's a bad deal, though. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons.
I might be remembering wrong, but I think that this was also a rank up for Akechi in the original game, because all of his rank ups were story-based.
We should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here?
I don't think the people out in the audience will find it acceptable, but what are they gonna do? If he's indeed a metaverse, they could shut down his mind? No, they can't, because he has a persona. You can't do that to someone who has a persona, because he no longer has a shadow. His shadow has become his persona. They can't steal his treasure or do anything else.
The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
Oh, more plot convenience.